Once again, it's Chuck back again, man. Thank y'all for watching these videos. If you watching, if it's the first one you watched, or if you watched a couple, I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in with the kid. It's Custom Chuck coming live and direct on my journey and my path into Hollywood and entertainment. Today, man, we really popping that ish, man. Like, for me, I always try to bring it back to myself, not to be self-centered, but I only want to speak on me, and maybe that'll help y'all out in y'all journey and doing y'all thing. But I really live that life, man. Like, for real. And not like, and people say that, and when you from the hood, they think you talking about being gangster and being tough and all that. Like, no, but I really feel in my heart that the decisions that I made and the trials and tribulations that I've been through, the world owes me. I had to have faith in that, or I wouldn't be able to be who I am today. I wouldn't have gotten through the things that I've gotten through in my life that were difficult if I didn't feel like that there was some reciprocity on the other end of all these trials and tribulations. My mama really smoked crack. You know what I'm saying? My homeboys really been shot by my other homeboys that we all play biddy ball with. One dead, one locked forever. You know, I know the shooter and the victim. You know what I mean? Like, we never had no money. Nobody in my family ever had no real money. You maybe hit a lick, you maybe get a settlement, you maybe get some tax money returns, but you never really had no bag like that. You know what I'm saying? You never could change anyone's life in the money with some, never change anyone's life in a family with some real money. We never owned too much. So that's what I mean by I really lived that life. Like, I know I really come from the systems that's not built for a young black man to succeed to a certain level. I know this for a fact because I've studied them in law, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when I say I lived that life, we really come from nothing, man. I had to wear my coat. Like, and my dad did a hell of a job. And that's the one thing that I don't like to do. Like, you can't never shit on your parents. Like, it is what it is. It's the truth of the matter. I never disrespect my mother or my father. You know what I'm saying? I love them both to death. It's just the statement of the facts of the times that we grew up in. It was hard for everybody. The late 80s, early 90s, it was messed up for everybody. Crack had hit, it was messed up. And it really affected the families and people's lives. And I'm one of those people whose lives it affected, but I never let that hold me back. I always knew I was gonna get to something special and great. So when I say I really lived that life, I really know what the struggle is like, because it's a lot of people who don't. They portray a certain thing, or that, you know what I'm saying? I know people who really portray hardships. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, I can't understand how you would want people to think your life was harder than it really was to get sympathy. Nah, I never want to talk about what I've been through. I don't never want to even think about what a pissy hallway smells like ever again. You know what I mean? Like, I want to take it to a whole nother level, and I want to bring as many people as I can with me away from all of that, because we were forced into those situations. We don't have, that's what I'm saying, I come from an area, a time where people didn't have a lot of choices. And the choices we were given were tough ones, and we were kids making adult choices. Young adults with children, our parents making adult super choices that would affect everyone around us, that affect their kids not knowing it, because everybody was young. No one had no money. Drugs and crack, the epidemic was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And the systems were built for them to not really be successful. So when I say I live that life, when I'm really popping my ish, it's like, you can't tell me nothing. I've really been through it. I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to watch my mama smoke crack. I know what it feels like to see my dad cry because we can't pay the bills. I know what it feels like to sleep in that coat with the heater open inside the crib just to stay warm in the winter. I know what it feels like to not get a winter coat. I know what it feels, all that. It makes us really want to enjoy. It makes me appreciate everything so much more. So nobody can ever, and that's the trick people like to do in the system and pressures from everybody else. They like to beat you into submission, especially if you're a young black man. They want to beat you into submission of just being humble. Nah, I really lived through it. I really been through it all. And I never folded. I never went left. I never ever let my moral compass be compromised. Not really to a certain extent. I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I made a ton of mistakes, more than I can correct if I live perfect for the rest of my life. But I like to think I did things the right way for the most part, a lot of my life, even as a young kid making adult decisions, and as a man now making man decisions. So you can't tell me to be humble, because I know it's a lot of dudes who didn't. They didn't make those decisions. They didn't stand firm. They didn't hold it down like they were supposed to. And let me pop this real ish right here. And it's going to be different. You're going to feel it's a different feel. You know what it is. And so that's just where I'm at with it. Like, don't be humble to a certain extent. I'm not better than nobody, but I am who I am. I know what I've been through. I've been with myself every single day of my life. And people around me would say the same. There's certain things you can't even speak on about me because I'm just not like that. But yeah, man, don't. I'm just saying, be humble, but pop your itch. Have confidence in yourself. Love yourself. Be turned up for yourself. Be turned up for your family. You got to have supreme confidence in whatever you want to achieve, because it's when you're doing something great or you're trying to do something, I feel like it's only going to be one person who believes in you at the start, and that's you. Everybody else, their support can be wavering. Things can be good, and you're going to have some people that really rock with you because they want to be on a bandwagon. Things can be bad, and you'll have people rock with you because they only want to see you doing bad. And they might be up, or they might be bad too, so they want to be equal with you. So you never really truly know where everybody stands. So you only got to always have confidence in yourself, love yourself, and be knowing in yourself that whatever you're doing, whatever you commit to, it is what it is, and that's what you want to do. And you got to pop your issue. You always got to make sure that you know you committed to yourself, and you know that you got confidence in yourself and faith in whatever you want to do. That's why that's why I pop my, that's why I do my thing. That's why I really be talking like that, because when I get it, my juices flowing, it's like I'm telling myself that I can accomplish this stuff. It's crazy. This is seemingly impossible, what I want to do on this journey and path to $250 million from nothing, from Chicago, a kid from inner city Chicago, uptown, you know what I'm saying, grew up with just his dad, raising the moms, whatever, like was not there in the situation. And now I'm getting to this after all I've already accomplished. It's seemingly I should not be able to do this, but I am, because I'm me, I'm different. I believe that. And I only got to convince the world. They late. I'm early. I know what time it is. I just got to get those opportunities and go crazy. So that's why I do that, because I know people doubt me. They're not supposed to believe that I can do this. But they haven't been with me. They don't know what I've been through. They don't know the stories and trials and tribulations and things and decisions that I made that have made me into the man that I know I can accomplish the things that I want to accomplish now. I studied the game. I studied the business. Now I got to just hone and develop my skills and execute on what I want to do. And it's up. It's up. Nobody can deter me from that, because nobody can say what I've gone through. You haven't been there. So that's why I pop my issue, and I'm telling everybody else, have confidence. Go crazy. You know what I'm saying? For yourself at all times. Love yourself at all times. Love yourself at all times. Love yourself to the point where the love from anybody else is just superfluous. It's just extra. Nobody else can make me feel better about myself. Like if something I do, like a product or content, or you know what I'm saying, like a movie or something like that I produce. You know what I'm saying? You can make me feel good about something I produced, but you can't make me feel good about myself. I know who I am. I know what I did. I know what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? I know the path and journey that I'm on morally, emotionally, and spiritually. You know what I mean? So that is focused. That's locked in. Nobody can, affect that. Until I get a wife and kids, things like that. And they contribute to that, but no other man or person or somebody's opinion can affect that. No, that's locked in. That's crazy. It's the work. Just committed to the work. And once you can separate those things, it allowed me to have a freeing ability and allowed me to really have a confidence that's unwavering. And that's going to rub some people the wrong way. It's going to rub some people. But my price just went up. So I'm not really concerned with feelings and stuff like that at this point. But yeah, be humble, but at the same time, make sure you turn for yourself. Make sure you committed to yourself. Make sure you love whatever you committed to and doing it to the best of your ability. Because like I say, at some point, we're going to all check out. We're going to go to the upper room. It's over with. Nobody's going to take your spot. And it's like, what did you do? What legacy you leave behind? Did you really, whatever you was doing, was you the best at whatever you was doing? If not, all right. But I'm just trying to be great. 250 million. It's custom Chuck. Love, man.